we all know Overwatch can be a funny old game at times, and of course by funny I mean infuriating and frustrating. But before we get into all of that, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. My name is Nick, and it's been a while. I haven't uploaded in a few months, I think, but I just didn't really have anything to talk about, so I was waiting for something to come along, and now we have something that's come along. So today I am going to talk about throwers in rank. Now, the ranked landscape at the moment is not great. I've struggled with the matchmaking for quite a long time, but recently I've noticed a considerable uptick in the number of people just throwing matches, and I'm in fairly low ranks for a lot of my games. Most of my throwers came in low silver games. I've got 3 of them for you today. The first one is a soldier who did not sprint for the entire game, did not use that button, and just either shot their team, shot the floor, did a tiny little bit of damage, clearly just trying to get as low as they possibly could. They had been on my team a couple of hours before the game that I've got here. They'd obviously just been doing this all day long on a particular day, which kind of been fun for them, and it certainly wasn't fun for the people on their team. If you're on the opposite team, like I was in the gameplay I've got here, then yeah, great, I suppose it buffs your stats, but that's not really the point in playing Overwatch, and it spoils it for at least 4 people that are playing the game. I do understand why people do it, because people get a rank, maybe they find that it's too hard, maybe they think that if they de-rank that they can just do a bunch of pub stomping, but nobody's interested in pub stomping Overwatch videos. If you want to watch someone do that, you go and watch ML7 do his thing, and you can watch him on Twitch 5 days a week. So why do you need to have these people do this? So I guess it soothes their ego, but I find it really odd, to be honest. So as you can see, we have Jade Viper, who doesn't really do it. I think they got 1 elimination this entire game, and they had 1k damage on Soldier. I was on Soldier on the enemy team, and I had about 11k damage at the end of this game. Unfortunately, I didn't actually take a screenshot of their profile, but one of the other throwers that I have in this, I think it's the second one, the Lucio, I did take a screenshot of their profile. I'll throw it up on the screen at the right time. They are diamond tank, diamond DPS, and then they were in a low silver lobby. You can tell just by their movement and how they have their rollouts on Lucio that they clearly know what they're doing, but they just decided to completely ignore their team, and they would skate around exploring the map and then running into the enemy team, standing there to get shot or just emoting with the enemy team. And this person, Levi, actually decided that when we all said at the end of the game we were going to report them, they said, why, what was I doing wrong? As if to, you know, right, if this person's diamond on other roles, then they clearly know what they should be doing on support. They're just trying to play it off, and then said they were going to report a member of my team because they called them an idiot. Well, I'm pretty sure the person that called them an idiot didn't get banned, but all 3 of the people that I have for you in this video, I'm fairly certain got banned, because I've had many notifications recently of reports that I've made getting people banned. So hopefully they are gone for a while. I don't really know how the ban system works for it. I don't know if it's a permanent ban or whether they get a day, a week, a month. Who knows? Hopefully it's a permanent ban and actually serves as some form of a deterrent for it, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. The third game that I have is Hannah Song, who was a Moira who just threw herself off the map the entire game. Again and again and again, like you'll see, they just run past their teammates who need help straight off the side of the map and then type GG at the end of it. And I have to say, in that match, I got so fed up that I typed some pretty nasty stuff in the chat. Nothing that would get me banned, but I got pretty angry. Just kind of got to me after a while, because, you know, some of us are actually trying to do reasonably well, and when you're missing 20% of your team, it makes it almost impossible to do. It makes such a big difference in this game that, yeah, you can't come back from it, unfortunately. But like I said, I think these people got banned, and this just adds to the kind of growing, what's the word? resentment, I guess, that people have for Overwatch, because if you don't have people throwing, you might just have toxic people. I've now got to the point where I turn my game chat off and I have a great time. As soon as I turn my game chat on, I start getting angry and frustrated. It's just not a good way to play the game. And the matchmaking itself, I feel sometimes like I'm in games way above my rank or way below my rank. I went on a massive losing streak at the end of season 6, and that hasn't really happened so far in season 7, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I think, well, I've said this before many times, but I think something needs to change with the way they do the rank. I think Blizzard have hinted that they could be bringing back the old ranked system or something along those lines, which would be great, because then I feel like people would kind of have a more constant, tangible view of where they are in the sort of rank that they're in and what they're working towards, rather than having to wait anything up to 18, 19 games to find out if they're going to rank up or de-rank. I've also had 2 games where I didn't die across 2 games, basically 40-0 across 2 games, went on a 5-win streak, didn't rank up, and then went 5-4 and de-ranked. It just makes no sense to me. So I think there's a lot of stuff going on, but we'll have to wait and see on it, really. There are a few things coming up. New tank should be revealed at BlizzCon, which I believe is the end of October, so that would be nice to see if that will pretty much balance out all the roles, I think, with decent number of heroes on each one. So, you know, hopefully that'll help out. Plus the Roadhog rework is coming in probably at the end of this season. They have now said that it won't be in the mid-season patch, unfortunately, but if they need time to get it balanced, then fair enough. I think I'll leave it there for this video. I just wanted to have some footage of these throwers up and like voice my opinion on the ongoing issue of it. Hopefully it gets sorted soon, but in a free-to-play game it's going to be hard to combat because people will just make new accounts, unfortunately. But if you enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I do stream every Friday here on YouTube, mostly Overwatch, but I do play other games as well, so please pop in, say hello, tell me what's going on, tell me what I'm doing wrong. But other than that, take care, and I will see you on the flip-flop.
When the siren sounds, each man knows his responsibility.